Joined now by our NHL analyst Craig Button, as promised, from a beautiful hotel room somewhere in the province of Quebec. Craig, Milan Lucic the other night said, hey, they just got to take it one game at a time, just win one, then win the next one. Then they lose to Chicago. In fact, Calgary has lost all 3 games to Chicago this season, Craig, so it's 2 fan bases upset. The Blackhawks go from 32nd to 30th, and Calgary is put a serious damper in their postseason hopes. Who's to blame, though, for this specific loss on Tuesday, Craig?
Yeah, we'll get into that just in a second here. You look at the Flames, though. Friday night versus Vancouver, they fall behind in the game. They tie it late, then they end up winning in overtime. Sunday versus a very poor Anaheim Ducks team, they follow the same script and they pull out 2 points. Well, what did they think they were going to do, go 3 for 3? When you're chasing a game continuously, you're just asking for trouble, all kinds of it. And that's exactly what happened here in this game versus the Chicago Blackhawks, who, by the way, hadn't won a game in their last 8. But Nazem Kadri did not have a good game in this one. Nazem Kadri, we know that he's a gamer. We know how competitive he is. But 2 real critical mistakes led to goals 2 and 3 for the Chicago Blackhawks. And, you know, you get into games like that and you don't know when the situation's going to rise, where you got to be really strong. And Nazem Kadri below the goal line, Nazem Kadri in the neutral zone made just egregious errors. And, you know, 2 goals that you were directly involved in that led to them getting those goals. You know, when you fall short in a game that you need to win before you go into Winnipeg on a Wednesday night, those just aren't good plays. And the other thing about Naz, too, is, 24th game, 3 goals, 24 games. He's really, really struggled offensively.
Right.
And in this game against the Chicago Blackhawks, his blunders were really significant.
Okay, so let's start to look ahead. As you mentioned, the Wednesday matchup, we've been looking ahead to it, it seems like, for weeks now, Craig, and we didn't know how important it would be. And as it turns out, it's going to be pretty darn important and a real chance for Winnipeg to put some serious ground in between them and Calgary. And this might be Calgary's last chance here, their last kick at the can. Are you giving the Flames a real chance on Wednesday night, Craig, based on the fact that, as you said, they've really been chasing it lately?
Well, they have a chance to come even, but they're going to have one less game or one more game played on Wednesday night when they complete their match versus the Winnipeg Jets. Listen, if I'm the Winnipeg Jets, this is an opportunity to put the Calgary Flames out of their misery. Last Friday, they played the Detroit Red Wings, who were coming off of a back-to-back and travel, and they jumped on them early 1-6-2. Sunday, they faced the New Jersey Devils. They played in Chicago on Saturday, travel up to Winnipeg back-to-back, jumped on and beat them 6-1. If you're the Winnipeg Jets, this is the opportunity to just really say, Calgary Flames, it's been nice. You've made it close. You got our attention, but enjoy your off-season. Enjoy the summer, because the playoffs are not going to be for you. That's the mindset for the Winnipeg Jets.
Yeah.
Obviously, the Calgary Flames are in full survival mode. That's all they're in. And even with a win on Wednesday night, they still are in big trouble with this loss to the Chicago Blackhawks on Tuesday night. So when you look at opportunity, how it presents itself, the Flames blew it on the Tuesday night with a chance to go in and move ahead of the Winnipeg Jets with a win. Well, now the Winnipeg Jets have the opportunity to take full advantage and dust the Calgary Flames.